clear, stand by for stage reset and house lights. Thanks team for another great show. I'll see you all backstage.
This is Designed to Change, Backstage Conversations.
All right, welcome back, Paul, to the backstage. This is when all of those things that on stage we can't really talk about. But one of the things that we always, when we meet each other at some place across the world, is I need to ask is, you're also a grandfather and you have a beautiful family. Because leaders are not just leaders in their organizations, they're also leaders in their personal lives, right? Tell us about some of the highlights, things that you're looking forward to there. Like what are some of the changes that you're seeing and how is that?
Well, I am a grandpa, as you mentioned. Just became a three-time grandpa, and
Congratulations.
I'll be stepping on a plane tomorrow morning and heading to New Jersey, where my three grandkids live, and getting to spend a week with them, and as well as all of our other four other kids. We have five kids together, all coming in and have a nice family time at the Jersey Shore, where my wife and I met 45 years ago, and
Fantastic.
have been taking our kids every year since. So looking forward to that. But that's a great side of life. And I kind of look at life right now, we're in a really interesting perspective, because I am, I'm at the tail end of my career. As one of my mentors said, to me about 10 years ago, when I was talking to him, he goes, I'm kind of on that final approach to the runway. So thinking about not just the current role, but what comes next. And what's really exciting for me is how much is going on in this industry, how much is going on with MPI itself. I don't see this as wind down. I see it as a sprint to the finish. There's so much we are doing right now that's exciting from a business perspective, and a lot of that does cross lines into the personal side. So I get charged up every day about where MPI is heading, and I'm not a technologist. And I don't understand bits and bytes and code, but I love using what comes out, and I love seeing it and understanding how we can embrace it. And I also think our biggest opportunity in this industry is to convey the value of careers in it. And for me, one of the more exciting things, again, as I kind of look down the road, two of my five kids have now come into the industry. And
Wow.
one of them, I heard them speak about why they joined the industry, and their response was, I want to have as much fun as my dad does. I want to do something that I will love as much as my dad loves what he does.
Wow.
And that, to me, that said a lot. All right. It says our industry is fantastic and it offers a wealth of opportunities. But more importantly, it's the people, it's the accomplishments, it's the impact that we have. And I'm focused on making sure MPI is moving forward and we're progressing as an organization. We're helping transform the association and the industry, but I'm also looking at how can we leverage MPI to also make a bigger difference? So workforce development, how do we tell the story about the job opportunities, the learning opportunities within the industry to attract new people and to give people who may not have had opportunities in the past, real chance for them to find a career and to grow and to maybe advance themselves out of tough situations they're in. And then other areas like the fight to end human trafficking. I'm just so proud. Starting in 2017, 2018, when as an organization we said, you know what, we can make a difference in the fight to end human trafficking. And I talked to the board about it. Like, are you aligned with making this part of our mission? And
Yeah.
we got, full consensus and agreement. And then our staff just embraced it. And you look at the impact that we've been able to have in a short period of time with the amount of awareness we've built about the horrors of human trafficking and then how to address it. It's really, it makes me proud what we've done, but also I see
Mhm.
that as a continued opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so those are the fun things that I'm dealing with. It's that my family, how they're growing, how they're moving into their current stages of life, the workforce overall, how we can tell the story of this industry and get new people into it and see my own kids do that. And then the societal impact that MPI can have in a
Yeah.
positive way. And to me, if I can look back and say, in my 15 years or so at MPI, we didn't only move MPI forward, and MPI helped the industry move forward, but then we had these big impacts on helping people uh, find a career and improve themselves and
Yeah.
really making an impact on the fight to end human trafficking.
Yeah. I think those are very significant things with impacts that people don't directly correlate or think about when they think about meetings and events. And I think
Yeah.
it's a bold move by MPI to step up to that and to commit to it. And I think, then when the industry puts their weight behind it, things can really move, right? That's one of the things I've seen,
Yeah.
the ability to gather not just people, but the ability to gather effort, and then make more than a little dent in the universe. Those are the things that can be accomplished if people put their mind and weight behind it, right?
And you talk the legacy of MPI, it's 50 plus years it's been around. 30 plus, almost 40 years ago, that founding group of members created the principles of professionalism for an MPI members.
Yeah,
And think about, put yourself 40 years ago, they had two cornerstones in there. One was sustainability, and the other was equity, diversity and equity. And they were so far ahead of themselves. And now we've added, several years ago, we added the fight to end human trafficking. So as an organization, it's never just been about the event design. It's been about making a societal impact in a positive way. And
yeah.
it's why I'm so proud to be part of this community.
I think that's wonderful. As a thank you for that to you and the team at MPI, I wanted to share something that when you talk about the impact of events, but mostly the culture of an organization, understanding its longitudinal range, and I think you framed it really nicely by saying, what was the intent at the start, and where are you now in 2026, and where is it headed into the future? Using these new technologies, we analyze events, we look at the culture of the events, almost like DNA footprints of an organization over time, right? Which is what
Yep.
leaders interest, and I will happily share that with you. And if any of our readers are interested or listeners are interested to see examples of those, we'll happily share some examples that we've made with and for IMEX, your strategic partner, which allows you to look at the events through a very specific lens and understand how that creates value, as well as how do these signature events work in practice, and what does it mean for leadership? Because providing tools and ways to assess, how you craft, quantify, and celebrate progress over time as an organization is really critical.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Paul, for your time. Understand we're going to wrap up here. Thank you so much for being on the show today, and I look forward to
I
seeing you
really
very soon
enjoyed it.
again. Thank you.
You've been hanging out backstage on Design to Change Designer Conversations. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe and share conversations online using hashtag Design to Change and hashtag Event Canvas. Want more thought-provoking content like this? Visit designtochange.online to purchase your copy of Design to Change, elevating your abilities to look and act beyond the now. Don't forget, it's more than just a book. Experience a hard copy, audio format, video format, and even augmented reality. Experience it in your style and format. Tune into our next episodes and hear from more designers and change makers. Until then, we look forward to our next conversation.